Hi everybody, my name is Kiernan Bee. Today we're going to talk all about speaking your truth for your yoga lifestyle. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and let's just jump right in. Number one is to take a look at yourself. Dig into the past. Okay, where have I spoken up a lot? Where am I actually speaking my truth? Versus where am I not speaking my truth? Where am I shying away, staying quiet, staying timid, hiding? What are the areas that I want to discover my truth in? And then ask yourself why in those areas that you are speaking your truth versus the areas that you are not. So for instance, when I did this type of inner work, I discovered I was not speaking my truth in a lot of areas because I didn't like confrontation. I didn't want conflict or disagreement. And a big one for me was I didn't want to feel dumb. I didn't want people to know that I didn't know enough. So if I stayed quiet, stayed timid, hid, no one would know how not smart I am. However, I noticed later when I just started asking questions to get more knowledge or to relate or connect or speak a little bit of my truth, but also admit that I didn't know much more than what I'm speaking about. It was a lot more freeing. It lit me up and it gave me permission to talk about my truth in areas that I was knowledgeable in, that maybe my ego was telling me that I'm not knowledgeable in, but actually I am. So really take a look at yourself, dig into the past and discover where you're being held back versus where you are not. Number two, ask yourself questions. So for instance, where do you feel called to communicate with others? What do you feel called to express to others? What excites you to speak about? What ways do you connect well with others? Because if you connect well with others and you're building and deepening a connection with people, most likely you're going to feel more safe to be able to share your truth. Yeah? And then, do you listen to others? Are you listening? Because if you are not listening to others, how can you be heard when the other person is not heard? What you give is what you get back. Yeah? All right. And then what do you want to be an advocate for? What do you want to stand up for? Take a stand. What do you want to speak about? And then what place within you is your truth coming from? Yeah? Number three, where can you let go, release? So back to my example, right? I was afraid of feeling dumb or that confrontation, that conflict, disagreement. I didn't want to rock the boat. However, I realized as I dug deeper into that things from my childhood came up into that, patterns that I had built from then, and maybe instances that now rippled into my core beliefs. Yeah, that's a lot deeper of inner work. I actually teach that in my one-on-one clients. So if you're interested in that, just reach out, or if you want support in that, be sure to reach out. Otherwise, if you're willing to do that deep work and really journal about it and do some writing about it, that is a really great way to take a look at yourself and dig deeper than that surface level of why. But often we have these fears that come up. We're afraid of that rock the boat, right? So where can you let go of fear? Where can you step into love, step into your power, and get excited about your voice? Because you have a voice and it is meant to be heard. So let go, release. Number four, embodiment. How can you embody your truth so that you stand in your excellence when you're speaking your truth? So for instance, what's a good example for this? I love body positivity. However, if I was not treating my body with love, if I was not looking at myself in the mirror and saying, damn, I love you, or having positive thoughts. How can I promote body positivity when I am the opposite of that? Yeah. So embodiment. So sometimes we will have something that we think is our truth, that we're like, yeah, that's true to me. That rings, that lights me up. But then we realize that we're not embodying that. Then it's time to step in, time to come from that truth. Yeah, it's just a gentle shift. You choose and decide to step into that and embody it. A great way also to step into the embodiment is just to close your eyes, breathe into your heart, and then feel it, embody it, radiate it. Step in visually, and eventually you'll step in physically, because it all starts here, right? Number 5, what is your truth? Again, what do you want to advocate for? What do you want to stand up for? What are you confident in speaking about? Where do you want to create change in the world? With your life? Others? The world? What are you sending out your ripple for? Really do some deep work. What is your truth? And then what is truth for you? What is true for you? When you find out what is true for you, you'll be able to find out what your truth is. Number 6, throat chakra work. I actually have a yoga class on this. It's all about letting go of the fear and then stepping in to embrace your truth. It's a really awesome yoga class that I've created. It is here on YouTube, so I'll link it down below for you. Throat chakra work, though, we can do that work and open up our throat chakra so that normally when we're not speaking our truth, our throat chakra is low and we can speed it back up. Sometimes if we're speaking too much, our throat chakra is too amped up. And when we're speaking too much, people are not hearing our actual truth within all of the words, right? So it can happen when we're not speaking enough, and it can happen when we're speaking too much. Yeah. All right. Number 7, writing prompts, asking yourself questions, digging in a journal, really writing things out, writing all of this out. I actually have built some writing tools for you, or some writing prompts that I will also put a link down below for. It is free when you sign up for my email list. Okay? So that is speaking your truth, and I'd like to know, what do you struggle with in speaking your truth? What are the answers to some of the questions that I have given you? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to connect with you and get to know you. So please comment down below, and I will see you soon. If you got some value out of this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.